I thought I was going to get Epic Mike. Like, we wanted him on here. We actually need to force some representation on here once in a while because it gets a little pasty on here sometimes. We can't go full black, but we'll take half black. Epic Mike, how's it going, man?
Good, man. I was going to throw up gang signs. I know how much you appreciate that kind of stuff, but I figured we'll just keep it, low key a little bit. So,
there was a deflection point in my life where, if you had gone back to me in high school with my G-Unit chain, with my fucking G-Unit watch, with all this stuff, I could have gone full wigger. Like there is an alternate reality where the timeline split right there and I went a certain way. I would be a completely different person.
Yeah. Well, I've told people, like, Ryan has an invite to the cookout. He way too much to, like, there's too many deep cuts in some of the things you say. I'm like, oh no, he actually understands, like, he gets it. So that's why when people say, like, oh, Ryan's racist, I'm like, well, no, but he makes jokes that, like, only black people make because you actually understand, like, how to actually make fun of people about stuff. So I respect it.
That's the secret, Mike, is that there's a lot of black people that fucking hate me. There's some of them that fucking love me, though,
Yeah.
I win them over. I win them over.
Okay. You can't do karaoke like you do and not know a little bit of something, man. Yeah.
Bro, that is still probably one of, like, the funniest videos probably that will ever be out there is when comes on. We're at that karaoke place. Comes on. It's not supposed to be anybody singing, but I was like, I can't miss this opportunity. I can't pass it up.
There we go. You just jam and look at Ryan go. All the chicks out there just loving it. I like towards the end. You see all the black girls in the front. Look at them. They're loving her. And towards the end, man.
Let it play right here. Go. Yeah.
Look here, right here, hang on. Look at her. She's like, damn, white boy got it.
Yeah.
Right here, look at her. Look at it.
Woo! Sometimes I have to take it upon myself to be a little bit of the center of attention, especially if I've had a couple drinks in me.
Watch how Ryan does this right here. Watch. Yeah. Watch.
That starts playing and no one's going to be up there to do Ludacris's rap. Are we fucking serious?
Yeah. And that's the thing too.
Up there and they see this fucking skinny white dude walking up there thinking he's going to do something. And I just fucking slay it. And all these, like, fat black women in the audience are, like, shocked.
Yep. They're ready to drag you off, bro. It was a real thing, man.
Yeah. They were. Thankfully, I'm faster than them, so I would have never let that happen.
You gotta outrun them, bro. Oh, bro, that's wild.
I would have never let that happen. I see some people say in the chat, I'm in touch with my African heritage, my Egyptian heritage. I wore the pharaoh hat a little bit last night. Mm-hmm. Got a little bit drunk last night. Had an insane stream last night, which was really, really cool, and I feel really blessed and very thankful that it happened when it happened. But everybody loves when I rock the pharaoh hat. How could you not? Yeah. And I think I've done a little talking to people, and I think that whenever I eventually make my way to Egypt for a trip, I'm going to wear that pharaoh hat.
You have to, yeah. You got to let them know, like, that you understand the culture when you're there.
I think they'll respect it.
I think so too. While trying to sell you maps and all the other things that they try to sell you while you're down there. Which, to be honest, knowing you'll probably handle that better than anybody else. Just be like, don't try to sell me anything. Get out of my face. And while you're wearing the headdress, I respect it. I want to see that.
I'll be walking around there looking like a fucking king, dude.
Bro, I got to see this now, man. You got to get you to Egypt just so you can do that.
I am pretty good about, I don't know how things are in Egypt. I don't know how things are in Egypt in terms of people trying to sell you shit. I've heard things, whatever. I'm pretty good here in America with our fucking homeless people, our losers, our fucking bums. These people who probably live better than me. They've got everything. They've got all their fucking phones. They've got their TVs in their fucking tent. These motherfuckers aren't paying no taxes. You think they have to worry about April 15th to file their fucking taxes? No, they're getting money from people on the street. They're making more money than I am, probably. They've got a pretty good life. I am not bothered at all to ignore these motherfuckers and tell them to get the fuck away from me. So,
I respect the hell out of that, bro. Yeah.
There are some people that like feel guilted into it, like feel guilted into it by a homeless bum, and that's what they want you to feel. Fuck you. I don't know what led to this being your life, but fuck you. I'm not. You think me giving $1 is going to fucking significantly affect your life? Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, hey, I'll go buy you a sandwich. Oh no, I just rather have the money. Yeah, you want to get drugs, you fucking piece of shit. I'm not giving you anything. Go fuck yourself. It's not my responsibility to help drag some meaningless piece of trash out of the fucking gutter. I'll step right over you and not think about you again.
Yeah, I respect it. Is this how you picture starting your Monday?
Yeah, it's how I'm starting my Monday. Is there something wrong with that? Are you not familiar with me, Mike?
I mean, I love the energy, bro. You want to hear a crazy homeless story real quick? I'll keep it brief. So I
always love to hear stories of people who are down on their luck because it makes me feel better.
Well, this one's gonna make you mad, but you'll still appreciate it.
Fuck.
In my hometown, as you like leave the town, like one of the to get on the highway, there's this massive overpass. And there was this homeless guy, and I used to drive through there all the time. And there was a homeless guy there, and he'd have like his little setup, and he'd have his little bed. And as you keep driving by, though, for like a month and a half, they were doing construction. And I started noticing that he get like this big giant construction box all of a sudden, and he set up like a wall. And then he started getting like wood and building like a structure. And by like the end of the month, he had this actual like mini lean-to house with like, he had a radio, he had like a nice bed set up. And eventually I saw he had like a little stove. This guy had like a mini house under this overpass, and he was like living like a king. And like you said, he doesn't have to pay taxes. He's not paying for electric bill, nothing, man. He was just having the best time of his life. I was kind of mad. I was actually kind of jealous a little bit for a moment. And then the police eventually came and got him, and then they took his stuff all down. But
just tear your fucking house down and make you move down the block.
Yeah.
Bro,
oh man, dude.
When I was in a couple years ago, when I was still living in San Diego, Gary drove down there when he was still living in California, and we went to go see, I think it was Kurt Metzger. Was it Kurt Metzger that did a comedy show there in downtown San Diego?
Yeah.
And as we were walking to the thing, I don't remember if I was with Gary or not. Like I was either going to meet him right at the club or he was walking with me, and just walk by, homeless dude laying on the ground, just fucking jacking it, just jerking off. This was about 6 p.m. on the sidewalk. No shame, just going to town.
Wow, man.
There actually is something a little enviable about just having no fucking shame whatsoever, no responsibilities, no anything. Just if I want to lay on the ground and jerk off, go for it.
Just nothing, man. Just I don't care. 6 p.m. is a weird time to jerk it too, man. I don't know. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, you feel the moment. You feel the moment.
Just go for it, whatever. Yeah, man. That's crazy. That's kind of gross too, but it's pretty wild.
When a long time ago, when I was very young, maybe like 19 or something, Mike, I had an interaction with a black person at a McDonald's that I feel like forever changed the way I look at the world.
Is this where the timeline converged?
It's another one of those moments, one of these moments in history, one of these deflection points. And I don't know if I've talked about this before on stream. I know I've told other people. Well, at least one other person I know I've told. But one time, just sitting there, waiting at McDonald's, waiting in line like everybody else. This is, again, back in the mid-2000s sometime. I'm about 18, 19 years old. And some fat black woman comes walking in, and she just like stands in front of me. I'm clearly in line. She stands in front of me, so she'll be like next in line. And I said, "Hey, excuse me, I'm right here." And she's like, "Oh, well, I don't need to wait in line." And I said, "What do you mean you don't have to wait in line?" Says, we had slavery. My ancestors were enslaved. You think I'm gonna wait in some line? Like, we started going off about shit, how they shouldn't have to wait in line behind a white person, blah blah blah. And the thing that pissed me off about the entire situation, the thing that changed the way I think about things, is that I know this is not the first time that this woman has done that.
Yep.
Like, this woman does this probably all her life, throughout her entire life, trying to play victim because some fucking great grandpa got enslaved by another fucking black person and then sent over here, right? And let's ignore the reality that, man, despite all the horrific things and the horrors of slavery and all of that shit, that, as it turns out, if you wind back the clock and if you had stayed there versus if you came over here and eventually got freed and everything, your life's probably a lot fucking better than it ever would have been had history not gone that way. Let's just forget about all that stuff.
Yeah.
This is how some people go and operate in the fucking world. They think because of their skin color, they're owed something from someone else. And it pissed me off. I've almost gotten a fucking fight with some fat black woman at McDonald's. I did not let her take my spot. I fucking bitched her out. Luckily, I didn't hit her and she didn't hit me. But that forever changed my frame of reference for life, because there are some people that is how they have been indoctrinated. That is what they have grown up knowing, that they are just perpetual fucking victims and that everyone owes them something because some bad things happened fucking 200 years ago. And it kind of makes me a little mad, Mike.
Bro, I feel that, man. Like, you can't live as a victim. I'm happy. I got kids. I got a wife. I'm not addicted to drugs. I've never been to jail. I feel good about myself, man. I think I'd make my ancestors proud versus cutting somebody in line at McDonald's and screaming about racism and slavery. It's not a way to live.
Yeah.
Also, just to go like eat your McChicken and then get early onset diabetes, or which then compounds with your sickle cell and then she dies. So.
Sickle cell, bro.
Bro, I mean, it's a real thing, man.
Bro, black people, when I was in boot camp, black people had it rough. Okay.
Yeah.
Not to the point that they're victims, but anybody that had fucking sickle cell had to wear this fucking belt when we were doing physical activity.
Oh no.
So just a couple black people wearing fucking belts with big red flags on them, right?
Dude.
And then of course the swimming element. Some things are just truths, right?
Yeah.
Some things are just truths that exist out there. And no lies, of my boot camp division, I think only one of the black people passed the swim test. The other 7 or 8 of them had to go to remedial swimming for fucking weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a buddy of mine who, he told them, I cannot swim. I will sink. Do not throw me in that pool. And they said, you'll be fine. Just relax. And everybody else went down and went up, and he went down. He didn't come back up. They had to send somebody down there to grab him. And he had to go to swim training, and they made fun of him for months about it, man. Cause I mean, it is what it is, bro.
It's a bone density thing. It's that there's and people are like, well, because they lived here, and it's an inherent part of racism that black people can't swim because of where they're forced to live, and they don't have access to this, they don't have access to this. It's there's an actual if you look at different races and bone density between races, there are factors that play a part in your buoyancy, right?
Yeah.
These fucking racist. Everything has to be, oh my gosh, I've just been so oppressed for so long that this is why this can't happen. I don't know how to fucking vote. I don't have a fucking ID because of inherent racism.
Yeah, it's not how that works, man. I mean,
I'm glad Mike's here so I can talk about fucking racism and shit now. Because when me and Jay do it, it's going to be portrayed a certain way. It's still going to be portrayed a certain way now that Mike's here. He's just going to be called every fucking name in the book from other black people who can't believe he's sitting here. Listen to me spew my fucking hatred.
Your hatred and vitriol. Yeah, I'll get called all the names, and Ryan's like, hey, man, they didn't say anything about me. Yeah.
I mean, they did, but fuck. That's gone and past. Do you remember my Batman review, Mike? When I fucking gave the movie a positive score, when I said I liked the movie, and in my 13-minute rambling, unscripted fucking review, I spent about 30 seconds talking about some of the race swap characters, why I didn't think that needed to happen.
Yep.
Fucking racist reviewer hates the Batman. Motherfuckers. Hates the
Batman. You gave it an 8 out of 10, didn't you?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct your headlines. Racist YouTuber likes the Batman. That's all I ask. Be accurate. Be accurate.
I wasn't mad about the racism part. I was mad about the fact you said I didn't like it.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what you...
To this day, Mike, I still get fucking comments whenever I get a video that maybe goes a little outside the space, or a tweet or whatever. And it's like, aren't you the guy who hated the Batman because it had too many good black people? And I have to be like, hold up there.
Yeah.
I liked the Batman. So.
And it also had too many good black people.
Yeah. Little on the nose.
Yeah. No, man, I feel that. That's wild, dude. I'm just thinking about you starting to file lawsuits against people, not because you're a racist, but because they said you didn't like the movie. Yeah, that's.
Well, I'm gonna file defamation lawsuits against the Young Turks, whoever fucking covered, or Philip DeFranco, who covered this, not for calling me a racist, but for saying I didn't like the movie.
Yeah. That's pretty good, man.
True vintage R&B fan, Mike.
My mind is telling me no.
But my body's telling me yes.
I was waiting for Ryan to pick it up, and he did immediately, bro. That's wild. Oh my gosh, bro.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I actually really like R. Kelly's music.
Yeah.
Did some fucked up shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Did some fucked up shit. Gary doesn't like the fact that I'm singing, apparently. I don't know what.
I think he's a little excited. I think he was surprised though. You know, you had pipes.